In this video, I am going to explain Excel formulas to analysts in 2024. Let's dive into the first essential formula, the IFERROR function. The IFERROR function is a powerful tool that helps analysts manage errors in their Excel spreadsheets more efficiently. Here is how it works. Let's type here IFERROR. And we will see that IFERROR function has such syntax, where value, this is the expression or value that you want to evaluate, and value if error, this is the value that will be returned if the expression in the first argument results in an error. The primary purpose of the IFERROR function is to handle errors that may occur during calculations or data processing within Excel. It allows analysts to provide alternative result or message when an error occurs, rather than displaying the default error message, which can be confusing or misleading. So, for example, if I want to calculate expenditures percentage, then what I will do? I will divide these two cells one by one, and if I want to drag it to the right, I will receive in April and June div 0. This is happening because we are dividing on 0, because we have no values up here in these cells. In this case, we should use IFERROR function. For this, we have to change this formula a little bit. Let's go over here and type here IFERROR. After that, open parentheses. So C6 divide on C13, it is going to be our first value. After that, semicolon. And what we need to receive if this is wrong. So we will type here double quotes again. So we will receive nothing, and close parentheses, press enter. After that, let's drag it to the right again, and now we can see here in these two columns we have no values. We can also change this free space by typing some word or number that required to be shown. Let's type here, for example, not found. Drag it to the right, and what we will receive? We will receive here the message not found. We can also put here 0, for example, and in this case we'll receive zeros. In conditional formatting, IFERROR functions transforms to ISERROR. To set the conditional formatting so that Excel highlights cells where an error occurs, rather than where numbers are present, you can modify the formula like this. Up here, let's copy IFERROR. After that, select all cells where conditional formatting is required. After that, go to Home tab, Conditional Formatting, New Rule. Selecting up here, use a formula to determine which cells to format. Input here our copied formula and change it on ISERROR. Close parentheses. Let's select the format. I will choose the orange one and click OK. We can see that these cells were highlighted with an orange color. ISERROR is a function that returns true if an error is found in the specified expression and false otherwise. So this formula will highlight cells where the division operation in F15 results in an error. It will ignore cells where the division operation produces a valid result. So let's continue our lecture with the next essential Excel function named left. The left function in Excel is invaluable for analysts as it allows them to extract a specified number of characters from the beginning of a text string. The syntax of this function is such one. Let's type here left. We can see that text, this is the text string from which you want to extract characters, and numchars, this is an optional argument specifying the number of characters you want to extract. If omitted, it defaults to 1. The left function is commonly used in scenarios where analysts need to extract specific information from a text string, such as extracting first names from a full name, retrieving postal codes from addresses, or extracting product codes from SKU numbers. So, for example, we have such locations and we need to extract these first 2 characters from this code. For this, we should use left function. So we have typed here left. After that, we have to point what text we are going to select, this one. After that, semicolon and number of chars. We need first 2 characters. So let's type here 2. After that, close parenthesis and press enter. Now we have received the first 2 characters of state. Continuing with our lecture, let's explore 2 more essential Excel functions, right and mid. The right function in Excel is similar to the left function, but it extracts a specified number of characters from the end, rightmost side of a text string. Right function has such syntax. So let's add here extra column. And we will try to extract the numbers from our location. For this, we will use the right function. We will type here right, where the text, this is the text string from which you want to extract characters, and numchars, this is an optional argument specifying the number of characters you want to extract. If omitted, it defaults to 1. This function is commonly used when analysts need to extract information from the end of a text string, such as retrieving file extensions from file names or extracting last names from full names. So if we type here this text and we need 5 characters, so type here. So we need 5 characters, so let's type here 5. Close parenthesis and press enter. Now let's drag it down, and finally we have received 2 separate columns with state and code. Perfect! The same operation you can do with mid function that extracts a specific number of characters from a text string starting at a specified position. I will add extra column up here. And now I will show you an example where I want to extract only 2 numbers inside this location code, for example the first 2 numbers. For this I have to use mid function. Let's type here mid. After that we can see that we have such syntax, where text, this is the text from which you want to extract characters, start num, this is the position in the text string where extraction should begin, and numchars, this is the number of characters to extract. So we need the first 2 characters. The text is going to be in cell B3. After that, start num, this is from the 3rd character, and numchars we need 2. Close parenthesis, press enter. Now we have received 67. Let's center it, increase a little bit and drag it down. Perfect, it works. And the last function I want to present for you, this is ampersand function that merge the values that are present in the cells you want to merge. So for this we have to type here equal sign, after that B4, ampersand, double quotes, comma, some space, again double quotes, again ampersand, and type here concatenate, and with what cells you would like to merge it, with the cell C4. Close parenthesis and press enter. Now we have received our city and country in one line. Let's drag it down, and finally we have it. Perfect! At the conclusion of this lesson, remember, practice makes perfect. Regularly apply the concepts covered in this lesson to real-world scenarios to reinforce your understanding and proficiency. Keep learning, keep practicing, and never underestimate the power of Excel in unlocking the full potential of your data analysis endeavors. Bye-bye!